going to be doing a little length check because a lot has changed. The hair dye tells it all. Today is April 9th and my 2-year mark will be on April 17th. We're also going to talk a little bit about shrinkage. Look at the length. Look at the length, baby. So you guys, I dyed my hair back in September for my birthday and I'm really sick of this color, but we'll save that for another day. I just want to show you guys how much growth I've had in this 6 months. So my hair has grown about, I don't know how many inches that is. You know what? Let me see if I can find a tape measure so we can really see how long these bad boys are. My first set of locks, I had did a length check video one time and I used an aluminum foil sheet to measure because I didn't have nothing else, but we got a tape measure this time. So we ain't gonna do that. But one day I'll get like my tape measure. Why not today? Hold on. If I can find it. All right. These are 14 inches. I doubt my hair is longer than 14 inches, so let's see. Cheers to being an organized adult. First, I want to see if I can measure this new groove. Okay. So we'll say 3 inches. My hair done grew 3 inches in 6 months. So now let's pick one of the longest babies, and let's not forget that, you know, I could definitely stretch down a little bit. Hair's still up. I think this is the longest one right here. See how I can get it to the front. Starting at the top. Y'all can see that before I can. What's that, y'all? Oh, the clip got stuck in my hair. 11 inches. That don't sound long. All right. Smidgen longer than 14 inches. Yeah, let's try another one. 11 inches. Let's do one more. 12 inches. We'll leave it at that. My locks are averaging between 11 and 12 inches each piece. So, when people ask me how long I've had my locks, and I'm like 2 years, people are like, I'm like, no, like, chill, baby, chill. My hair was already really long. So when I started my locks, my hair was like when you stretched it all the way down to about here. That's pretty freaking long compared to what we're working with now. I'll insert a picture of my last set of locks as well. When you start your locks, your hair shrinks up a crazy amount. The bottom line is people that come to me and they're like, I want to start my locks, but I'm afraid of the shrinkage. There's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that I can tell you to get yourself prepared, except for you just have to get yourself prepared because you know for a fact it's gonna happen. You just have to be okay with that because the thing is, your locks are going to shrink up, but then they are going to drop. You have to go through these stages in the lock journey. It's a lock journey for a reason. If you have braids, the journey is you going to get them done. That's the journey. Seriously, like,
that's the journey.
But with your locks, there's so many lumps, bumps, stops, and things along the way, and it's a journey to get to a certain point. And unless you are willing to put in that work to get to that point, you're not going to reach your destination. Like, we're aware of that. I didn't have a clue what my first set was going to look like. I didn't have a clue. Well, I guess for the second set, I had an idea, but I started the second set a different way. First time I started with comb coils, this time it was 2-strand twists. Still had a general idea of how my hair was going to look in locks, but I wasn't quite sure. You're never gonna know what they're gonna look like or how you're gonna look until you let those things happen. And shrinkage is a very, very big part of it. Just like with any black hairstyle, like, come on, you guys spend all this time, you do your curls, and you're aware that once your hair dries, it's gonna shrink up to a certain extent. Locks is no exception to that. It's still going to shrink up. But the thing with locks is, it's gonna give it back eventually. Them curls ain't gonna give you that length back unless you try a different method, you do something else, use a different product, stretch it out, whatever. But with your locks, they will shrink up, but with time, they will give it back. And yes, a part of it is definitely growth. Let's not be naive. I'm aware that some of it is growth. Like, this is clearly new growth up top, but I also am aware that this was also a result of my length being given back to me as well. Once my locks got more mature and they dropped. Listen, do what you have to do to get where you want to go. This is some good dandelion detox tea. Never had it before. So there's just so much importance in being patient with your steps. And you know, you guys, I talk way more about this in my video on what to expect in the first year of your lock journey. If you are new here, please check that video out because there's so much valuable information. And even if I didn't think it was valuable, you guys gave me so much feedback. That's my most popular video, and the comments on there are absolutely amazing. You guys make me feel so good that I was able to help you. Here we are, like 55,000 views later. You guys are the best. But there's a lot of valuable information in there. Shrinkage, I do go over in that as well. This is really just to let you know, like, you just have to, you don't just get to get what you want, you guys. And I mean this with love. You know, I say everything to you guys with love. You have to be patient. You have to wait your return. Your locks are running the show. But the thing is, if you never start the show, they don't got nothing to run. So start your lock journey. Do not be afraid of the shrinkage, because at the end of the day, we're aware that it's gonna happen. Even more so than it's just being black, it happens because your hair is tangling up, it's matting up. Let me see if I can find me a little demonstration tool. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, I went and bought a wig yesterday and did a wig video just so I can show y'all that the girls with thick locks can wear wigs too if they want to. I don't know when I'm gonna post that, just bear with me. But I think it's a vibe. So luckily I got this string from the wig box. So boom, this is your loose natural hair. Say you pull it out, you're just trying to check your length. You're like, oh, it's long, it's getting there. Once you have your curls and everything, you know, it may curl on up a little bit. There's your curls there, you know, it's curling up. Well, look at that length. Goodbye. The length is not as long anymore. So then once you get locks, what happens with your hair is, I'm going to demonstrate this. They need to wrap up together so they can tangle up. You see, like they have to tangle up and mat together. That's what your locks are. It is matted hair. Now, matted don't mean dirty. Matted just means matted. You just have to keep in mind that it has to get to this point, because if not, you're still with two-strand twists, you're still with coils, and that those hair pieces are not compacted together. This is them compacted together. Here go your lock nail, and look at the length difference. Now, that's not to say your hair is going to shrink up that much. It might, but it has to be able to do this. This kind of wasn't the best demonstration because I only had one strand of something, but you guys get the point. Like, you guys get the point. These aren't just straight pieces of hair. Like, my hair is not just going down and they just stuck together side by side. These pieces of hair are all intertwined with each other in some way. So you know, if you tangle up anything, you're gonna lose length. Okay? So hopefully that demonstration was okay. Sometimes you just gotta accept, and if you want what you want, you gotta do what you gotta do. I want instant gratification. I'm one of those people. I want instant gratification. It's my money and I need it now type shit. And that's how I am, and that's not the way that you get through life. And I'm really, like, we all know that, but it's got to the point now where I've really realized that, like, nobody's gonna put this work in but you. So we'll talk about that another day, you guys, but check out that other video on what to expect in the first year of your lock journey. There's a part 1 and part 2 if you haven't already, and start them locks. Just start them. You will be so happy that you did. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for the next video.